Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, manipulated, or frustrated, wondering what just happened? Maybe it felt like no matter what you said or did, the other person had a way of twisting things around or making you feel small. Chances are you've encountered a narcissist. Explain that narcissists are individuals with a deep need for control, validation, and admiration, often leading them to manipulate, criticize, or belittle others to maintain their sense of superiority. Highlight that dealing with such individuals can drain one's mental and emotional resources, leaving them feeling powerless, undervalued, or even questioning their own worth. In this video, I'm sharing 7 powerful steps to help you regain control, outsmart the narcissist, and protect your peace of mind. These aren't strategies to harm or get revenge, because the focus isn't on changing them, but on empowering you. Step 1. Set and maintain strong boundaries. Narcissists often test or violate boundaries as a means of controlling others. They might intrude into your personal life, demand constant attention, or try to manipulate you into situations where you're uncomfortable. Boundaries are crucial to protect your emotional and mental well-being, providing a clear line that you won't allow them to cross. Setting boundaries is about asserting what's acceptable and what isn't. Practice direct, calm communication. For instance, if they start prying into your personal life or pushing you to do something you don't want to, calmly but firmly say, "I'm not comfortable discussing this," or "I don't allow people to speak to me in that way." Then, follow through by disengaging if they continue to push. Boundaries help you take control of your interactions, reinforcing that you're in charge of your own mental space. Narcissists are less likely to test boundaries with someone who remains firm, as it shows that you're not easily manipulated. This step empowers you to set the tone of interactions and maintain your sense of peace. Step 2. Avoid engaging in arguments. Narcissists often provoke arguments as a way to draw attention to themselves or assert control. They may twist facts, play the victim, or escalate situations to create drama, all of which serve their need for validation or dominance. Engaging in these arguments only gives them more power over you. Disengage by staying calm and removing emotional responses from the conversation. You might say something like, "I don't think we're going to agree on this, so let's move on." If they continue, remain non-reactive, almost indifferent. The goal is to avoid letting them pull you into a battle of words, as their tactics often aim to unbalance or provoke you. Disengage by staying calm and removing emotional responses from the conversation. You might say something like, "I don't think we're going to agree on this, so let's move on." If they continue, remain non-reactive, almost indifferent. The goal is to avoid letting them pull you into a battle of words, as their tactics often aim to unbalance or provoke you. Refusing to engage in their arguments signals that you're not willing to be drawn into their drama. This approach not only protects your peace but also forces the narcissist to realize they can't easily control your emotions. By staying calm, you reinforce your own emotional stability and prevent unnecessary stress. Step 3. Practice emotional detachment. Narcissists frequently manipulate others by playing on emotions, whether it's through guilt, anger, or sympathy. Practicing emotional detachment helps you stay unaffected by their provocations, giving you more control over your reactions. Emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming cold or uncaring. It's about maintaining control over your responses. Techniques include deep breathing, focusing on facts rather than feelings, and remaining grounded in your own values. When a narcissist attempts to provoke an emotional response, take a deep breath and remind yourself that their behavior isn't a reflection of your worth or values. Emotional detachment disarms the narcissist by removing their control over your feelings. You become harder to manipulate, and they're less likely to continue if they realize you're not reacting the way they expect. This technique not only empowers you but also reinforces that your emotions are yours to control, not theirs. Step 4. Document everything. When dealing with a narcissist in settings like work or legal situations, they may try to twist events or make accusations. Documentation gives you an objective basis for your actions and protects you from false claims or manipulation. Keep a record of interactions, especially if there's a history of dishonest or harmful behavior. Save texts, emails, or make notes after conversations. When documenting, stick to facts. Avoid including emotions or opinions. As facts are harder to dispute, documentation provides a factual foundation if you ever need to defend your actions or explain your perspective. It also creates accountability, as narcissists are less likely to behave manipulatively if they know there's a record of their actions. Documentation not only protects you legally or professionally, but can also give you peace of mind. Step 5. Focus on self-improvement. Narcissists often feel threatened by others' successes or self-assurance. By focusing on self-improvement, you shift attention away from the narcissist and invest in your growth, resilience, and happiness. Self-improvement could mean setting personal goals, practicing mindfulness, or developing new skills. Think about areas in your life that matter most to you and invest your energy there. This could include physical fitness, financial stability, hobbies, or even therapy and mental wellness practices. Focusing on yourself creates a sense of purpose that's independent of the narcissist's influence. As you grow, you'll feel less dependent on others' approval, making you less vulnerable to manipulation. The more secure and fulfilled you feel, the less room there is for their negative impact on your life. Step 6. Seek out support and build strong connections. Narcissists often isolate their targets, making it easier to control them. A strong support network helps you maintain perspective and resist manipulation, providing both emotional support and practical guidance. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and value your well-being. This could be friends, family members, or even a therapist who understands narcissistic behavior. Supportive people can remind you of your strengths, help you process interactions, and offer advice on handling challenging situations. Strong, healthy connections can counteract a narcissist's attempts to control or isolate you. They serve as a reality check, reinforcing that you're not alone and that you have people who see you for who you truly are. The support network not only protects your mental health but strengthens your confidence. Step 7. Limit or cut off contact if possible. If possible, reducing or eliminating contact with a narcissist is one of the most effective ways to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Narcissists struggle when they lose control over someone, so creating distance gives you the power to prioritize your peace. If full separation isn't possible, like in work or family situations, practice techniques like gray rocking, where you keep responses minimal and unemotional, making it clear that you're not engaging in their attempts to provoke. Gradually reduce your contact when possible and focus on creating distance. Limiting or cutting contact removes the narcissist's influence over you, allowing you to prioritize your own peace and well-being. Distance empowers you to live authentically, free from their control, and builds resilience by demonstrating that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else. Quickly summarize the 7 steps: setting boundaries, avoiding arguments, emotional detachment, documenting interactions, focusing on self-improvement, building support networks, and reducing contact. Remember, protecting yourself from a narcissist isn't about destroying them. It's about empowering you. You have the right to live in peace, with confidence and resilience, unaffected by others' attempts to control or belittle you. If you found these tips helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below on the steps that resonated most. Let's build a supportive community here, empowering each other to stay grounded and strong.